Hi everyone, it's Jane here. Apologies for the messy desk. It's all got very messy again. Needs a good old clear up. I'll probably have a go at doing that tomorrow. So I just thought I would come on because I've got a little, it's just a mini, it's not even a haul really. It's just some bits and pieces that I picked up for my junk journals. I didn't really need anything else very much, but I was buying a couple of other bits and pieces from Temu. So I thought while I was doing that, I would get myself a couple of little bits from there to go with my junk journals. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the little bits that I got. So these are like little labels. I did actually think that these were going to be metal, because they do say metal on the instructions or the description. They say something like metal frames or something like that. They're not actually metal frames. They're cardboard, and they, I think, are stickers, which actually, thinking about it, it's probably better because you don't really want like hardcore metal frames in your journal because it makes it really hard to write on them. So although they're not quite what I thought I was ordering, that's quite often the case with Temu, and I don't feel like it's Temu's fault. I think it's, a lot of it is because I don't really read through exactly what it is. And I think that's my mistake, really. Should be more careful. So I've got those little frames. I think I've got, these are the same sort of thing, but they're in a slightly different colour. Let's see. Yeah, these are the same frames, but they are in a kind of, they've got that kind of, you know, when copper goes all old, it gets that kind of bluey, I think that's the sort of salvage patina colour. So I got those because I'm working on a steampunk journal you've probably seen if you've seen my recent videos. Thought that would go quite nicely with that. So that was the bluey ones. And then I think there was another one which is really dark. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can get that open easily or not. Must be this side. There it is. I think these were almost black. Let's have a look. Yeah, these ones are mostly kind of black, almost got like a hint of purple. But I thought they'd be quite cool because starting to work on the Halloween-y sort of stuff. I'm doing my steampunk one at the moment. Once that's done, I plan to do something along the lines of like dark academia, that kind of journal. So I'm not doing a very good job of getting this back into the bag. Okay, that's that. So they can all go together like that. And then I've got, what else did I get? A couple of packs of stickers. I won't open them all up. But these I thought would be good because they're like books mostly. So when I go on to do my Dark Academia one next, they will be handy little stickers to have. So they need to go in my sticker box. And then I got some washi tape. This out. So I don't need to keep the packaging for that. Throw that away. So this is washi tape with, it's something that's got like quotes and things on it. I need my bigger glasses on to be able to see that properly. But I thought that would be quite handy. And then I've got a couple of metal, like the edges for page edges. So I mainly picked that up to go with my Steampunk journal. So the metal corners, and then I think these are the bigger metal corners. Yeah, they're the kind of more fancy metal corners. Just have a look at those. So yeah, they're quite dark metal corners. So I needed those actually because I'm just about running out of those. So those two can go into my metal bits and bobs pot, which is this one. So that's that. I'm trying to be good about keeping things in places that they are meant to be these days, because since moving here, it took me ages and ages and ages to remember where everything had been put. So when I moved in, because of my disabilities and stuff, I didn't actually move my stuff in. So my brother very kindly did most of that for me. So he put it all away, and I then had to work out where he'd put everything, he was wonderful. He really, really was helpful. So I was so grateful. But it did leave me with a lot of working out of where things were and where I was going to put them. So I had to really go through everything, and I will take a little video once I've finished it. But I've got like a cube system now where all my stuff is, and so I'm gradually putting things into these cubes storage, and so I'm starting to remember where I'm putting everything. I've labelled all the boxes up so that I know what's in the boxes. So I'm starting to get there and to really kind of be able to lay my hands on things, but I'm still kind of surprised when I find it. I went to look for my metal stuff to do this video and went into the first drawer, and there was my metal box with all my metal bits and pieces in straight away. So I'm kind of always surprised now where I can lay my hands on something straight away. But it's, it's a nice surprise when I can. So, I've got my sticker box over there as well. So I'll put those into the sticker box when I finish this. I'll probably put those in with the stickers because I think they are stickers. If they're not, they're gluable. So yeah, I'm getting there slowly. But I'm trying to be good about putting things in places that they're actually meant to be. And not just putting them into a drawer and thinking that I'll remember where they are, because I might remember where they are, but again I may not, because some of the stuff that's in the drawers isn't where it was when I lived in my old place. So my memory could be telling me where I put it in the old place, but not where we put it here. So these are just like little die cuts. I love this sort of thing. So they're mainly black and white. There's like a chair. That's quite shimmery. So we've got some chairs. These are quite cool. That's another chair. Over there. Be careful not to just pull it off. We've got a little lamp. I just love stuff like this. Got a white lamp post. We've got the little bird cages. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. We've got a candelabra. Could have done with a couple more candelabras, and honestly, and also I could have done with a couple more of these because I love these. But that said, I do have a stamp of one of those lamps, so all is not lost. But yeah, the little chairs and the little birds. So cool, so cool, so cool. So that's very pretty. I love die cut things. I'd love to get myself one of those. Is it Size X? die cutting machines, but I've got literally, I don't have anywhere to put these things. So, and I just think, how often would I use that? Probably not often enough to warrant getting one, to be honest with you. So, you know, if you can buy things that are already die cut, then I think that's the way I'm going to have to go, because I really, really don't have room to put stuff like that. So that's my little die cuts. I have got a place where I've got die cuts, so I will keep that out for now, and I'll have a look for where that goes. So that's my die cuts that I've got. And what else was I going to show you? Did a little bit of collage in my Steampunk journal. So I quite like to do a little bit of collage in a junk journal. And I try not to do too much and take up too much space, because I think people, you know, when I do my journals, I tend to leave loads of space for people to actually write in. See so many beautiful journals, don't get me wrong, they are beautiful and they're beautifully made, but I often look at them and I just think, you know, where's anybody going to write? And you know, there's nowhere really, and they might like have a little space, a little square space, or a little back of something that could be a journaling space, but that to me is this is just my opinion, by the way, and those journals are absolutely fine, but it's just not my style. The idea for a journal for me would be to be able to write something in it. And a lot of these absolutely beautiful, stunning journals that I see are lovely, but I kind of think, where would you write? What would you do with that? It's beautiful to sit and look through, but where would you write what you wanted to write about? I don't know, but anyway, that's just my opinion. So I'm kind of getting on with this. I've got loads of space at the moment, so there's more decoration to come in here. Not loads, as I said, you know, I do like to leave a little bit of space. Do need to go through and just pull the pages apart where they've got a little bit stuck together, and do some more bits and bobs in here. I love these. I made this. I made it out of like vellum. So, but it was wrapped around, I think I said this in my last video. In my last video, I talked about it. I got a diffuser, and around the diffuser to protect it was some vellum. So I actually got 2 of these diffusers and did find the other bit of vellum that I'd saved. So this comes wrapped around it. So I kept it and I thought, what could I do with that? Because that would be great for texture. So this is what it was like before and after. And I made that little pocket that I just showed you out of it. Just made it by stamping on it. I'm not sure where it's gone now. There it is. So I just stamped. These are like cogs. You probably can't see very clearly on there. But, and then I didn't cut out very well the circle thing, because I made the mistake of trying to just go through the vellum, and that never works out well. So what you need to do really is put a bit of paper in it, so you go through the paper and the vellum. I did try that second time around, but I left it a bit too late, so it's a little bit rustic around there, but I quite like it. It's quite cool. So you know, I've got lots to do still in here, so I've got more stamping to do and stuff around the edges, but that's kind of where I've got to at the moment with my Steampunk journal. So that's all I had to show you really today. What I'll do in the next video is actually make some bits and pieces to put in here, maybe some pockets, maybe something like that. I've got this new this isn't actually new, but I've had it a while, label puncher, tag puncher even. don't know if I like it or not. I bought it and I don't know if I like it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm that fond of it really. But anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, I might show you what I did with that and why I wasn't too sure about it. You have to get it exactly right and line it up, and if you don't get it right first time, it can be a bit of a mess. But that's just practice, you know, and I don't have a lot of patience, so maybe that is on me, to try and be more patient and to work out what I'm doing with it. So hopefully you've just enjoyed this little flip forward. I did mean to show you this. So I haven't really done oh, what are they called? You know, when you have I don't know what they call them, but quite often they'll have like on the spine, they'll have like spine jewelry. They'll have like beads or something like that. So I got these little key rings with little hot air balloons, and I thought that would look really cool on here. I don't like all this silver, so I need to do something about that, but I'm kind of stuck with that. I don't think I can get away with anything else. Don't have anything else to put on there. And then I just got a hairband, and what the plan is to put that over here, so it'll go down the spine. I'm not going to do it now because I'll have to take it off while I'm decorating it, and it will be a pain. So that's going to go through, and this will then be like a spine dangle, I think they call them. But I think what I'm probably going to do is to cover up the silver, is I'll probably get some sari silk and just wrap it around here. Something like this, so that isn't going to look so silvery. What I might do is look up, because I'm pretty sure that I've seen how to rust paper clips, so I might be able to take that keyring off there for now, put it into something that rusts it, and that might be really cool. But if I can't work out how to do that, then I will just put some either seam binding or sari silk around it. So hopefully that will be something that I can do, and show you what I've done with that. I did make some printable labels. You probably won't be able to see them very clearly because they're black, but they're printed onto this dark background, so it's not that clear. But I just did that on Canva. That's quite nice and easy to do. So I've done those. I've printed out some stuff onto vellum, which looks cool. So I've been quite busy doing bits and pieces. But the next, whatever I do next, I will, I'll do on a video and we can do it together. Thanks very much for watching. If you wouldn't mind giving a like and a share and a subscribe and all of that good stuff, that would be fantastic. And I will catch up with you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.